Hello adventurers, if you've been here before, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome to the Ruinsmith. Today's video is going to be about the races of Verra, but before we get started, I'd like to talk about the alpha testing phase. There is less than 24 hours before the alpha testing phase starts, and I for one can't wait. Unfortunately, there is an NDA that prohibits us from sharing any of the visuals from the alpha phase, so my plans for showing some character creation in my next video will have to wait till they drop the NDA. But at least we are allowed to talk about it, so I will let you all know what I thought about my first ventures into Verra. But in the meantime, in today's video we are diving into the rich and diverse world of the races that inhabit Verra. From the Underrealm Orcs from the Kaelar Protectorate to the mysterious Tulnar, each race brings its own history, culture and special abilities to the game. Whether you're drawn to the noble humans of the Vaelune Empire, the steadfast dwarves of the nation of Denzenkel, or the elusive elves of the Pyrian Kingdom, there's a lot to discover. We'll be breaking down the major races, their lore, and what makes each one stand out in the journey ahead. Verra is a land steeped in the rich and diverse culture, with much of its history shaped by the dominance of the major races. The humans thrive along the coast and plains. The orcs call the hills and marshes home. The elves dwell in the forests and the riverlands, while the revered dwarves claims the mountains as their own. Over the centuries, these major races have maintained control through countless wars and skirmishes with the lesser races of Verra, with occasional periods of uneasy peace in between. The minor races live in makeshift villages or tribal communities, with some larger settlements dominated by giants, rogue sects of humans, gnomes and halflings. However, these halflings aren't traditional halflings, but are instead half-blooded blends of the different races. The Vaelune Empire. The Vaelune people, a once great civilization with deep roots in Verra's history, are now split into two distinct human races, the Kaelar and the Vaelune. Their origins trace back to the fertile Riverlands biome, the ancestral home of the Vaelune people, where the present-day Kaelar still reside. After surviving the Great War of the Undying against King Atrax, the Vaelune formed the mighty Vaelune Empire, solidifying their dominance. Even before this, the Vaelune Kingdom was intertwined with the Pyrian Elves, leading to the creation of the Tauran half-elves, a testament to the intertwined past. Kaelar. The Kaelar stand as a proud symbol of the Vaelune legacy. Guided by their core principles, build, order and civilization, the Kaelar are steadfast in their ambition to rebuild the empire in the New World. Known for their unshakable loyalty and strategic prowess, they once ruled the largest empire in the world and have every intention of reclaiming their former glory. Their sense of purpose and determination makes them a force to be reckoned with in Verra. The Vaelune. In contrast, the Vaelune was shaped by the harsh desert environment. With an influence from the mystical Jinn, the Vaelune have become masters of survival, not just in battle, but also in the art of trade and diplomacy. Their mantra is, trade, law, hardship. This speaks to their evolution as a powerful, wealthy empire in Sanctus, despite their limited natural resources. Their resilience, honed in the unforgiving desert, has taught them to navigate both deadly creatures and treacherous intricacies of political and economic dealings. Whether in the heart of battle or the cutthroat world of commerce, the Vaelune have proven that they may bend but never break. The Vaelune carry a unique Jinn influence in their lineage, which became visible when they stepped through the divine gateways. This manifests as an essence-like rupture in their skin, a distinct trait that sets them apart from their Kaelar counterparts. These ruptures are a physical reflection of the Vaelune's mystical heritage. The nation of the Denzenkel. The Denzenkel Dwarves of Verra are divided into two distinct races, the Tulnar and the Nekua. According to legend, the dwarves originated from a divine forge deep within the mountains, and they are believed to be one of the first created major races. Arriving on the continents in ships of stone and steel, dwarven craftsmen and smiths have long been renowned across Verra. The heart of dwarven civilization lies in the northern mountains within the ancient nation of Denzenkel. Dwarven society is largely matriarchal, with clans led by elder matriarchs. These clans are united by alliances between family guilds, and dwarven children are marked with their guild sigil at a young age. Those who are banished or choose to live in exile often have their sigils burned away as a mark of separation. The Denzenkel capital, Dun, sits atop the highest mountain, an enduring symbol of dwarven strength and legacy. Denzenkel has been ruled by a council of guilds for centuries, with the royal family chosen every 200 years. Currently, King Grimly holds the throne after 400 years without a king, as rule traditionally falls to the matriarchs. Expeditions from Dun frequently explore the Underrealm, a mysterious and ancient part of Verra, where many believe the dwarves uncovered the secrets of their exceptional craftsmanship and mastery of magic. The Tulnar. The Tulnar are a stoic and traditional people who view the mountains not as obstacles but as a fortress and treasure trove. Their principles of stoic tradition forge drive their deep pride in craftsmanship, creating fortifications that are nearly impregnable and weapons of unmatched durability. The Tulnar, known for their stout builds and unyielding strength, are among the fiercest warriors in Verra. Their mastery of the forge and their disciplined culture makes them a powerful force in battle. Nakua. The Nakua, in contrast, see the mountains as a prison rather than a home. For them, freedom and the great hunt call them out of the caves into the world beyond. Their values, family, freedom, and courage, guide them to live adventurous lives while still honoring the dwarven roots as skilled artisans. While they craft not for royalty, but as a rite of passage, the Nakua are just as capable as their Tulnar brethren. Their designs, however, are more practical and symbolic of family advancement, with a focus on survival and progress. Both races have distinct appearances, with the Tulnar retaining a more traditional fancy dwarven look, including the characteristic facial hair for both men and women, though females sport more braided and less voluptuous beards. The Nakua, by comparison, have a more halfling look, embodying their free-spirited nature. Despite their differences, both the Tulnar and the Nakua share a rich heritage and a deep connection to their mountain homeland. The Vek Protectorate. The Vek Orcs are divided into two races, the Ren'Kai and the Vek. For centuries, the Vek have followed a strict code of tribal loyalty. Around 13 centuries before the fall, a leader named Ren'Kai united the once nomadic and divided Orc clans into the Vek Protectorate. Kel's teaching emphasized the belief that Orcs were destined by divine will to hold superiority over the other nations of Verra. It was through the unity of the clans, Kel thought, that Verra would be led to enlightenment. This ideology fueled the Vek's campaign of conquest across the lands, and the capital city of Ren is filled with trophies of their victories. However, in the years leading up to the fall, the Protectorate adopted a policy of peaceful coexistence, a shift from their violent past. This change sparked unrest among certain factions, some calling for a return to Kel's original vision and the culling of those deemed unworthy of divine protection. The Ren'Kai. The Ren'Kai are one of the two playable Vek Orc races. They embody the values of honor, power, and tranquility. Their belief in ultimate focus allows them to harness their immense strength, growing more powerful as they remain centered. However, when a Ren'Kai becomes enraged, their wrath is deadly, leaving few survivors in their wake. There are hints that the Ren'Kai, or their ancestors, may have a dragonborn lineage, evident in the scaly appearance of their skin. The Vek. The Vek are the second playable Vek Orc race, characterized by their focus on celestial purpose and fate. The Vek are deeply connected to the cosmos, interpreting star maps, numerology, and prophecy to guide their decisions. While others see beauty in the stars, the Vek see fate, using celestial observations to predict the outcome of wars and the rise and fall of empires. The division between the Ren'Kai and the Vek was far from peaceful, reflecting the deep philosophical differences between the two races. The Pyrian Kingdom. The Pyrian Elves are divided into two races, the Pyrian and the Pyre. Descended from the ancient Pyrian Elves of long ago, the Pyrian Kingdom once spanned the vast forest of Erythia, with the royal family of Eridul ruling for over 4,000 years. Their capital, Amira, is one of the most ancient and beautiful cities on Verra. home of the renowned universities of magic and martial studies. The Pyrians value art, science, and knowledge, often sending scholars to other lands to foster better relations, particularly with their former allies, the Vaelune Humans. Though the two nations have fought one of the bloodiest wars in Verran history, peace has lasted 80 years, though tension still lingers between their leaders. Elven society, which is largely patriarchal and reclusive, has mostly stayed within the forests of Pyria, though in the past millennia some elven colonies have appeared in the Riverlands. Elven scholars, dignitaries, and pioneers can be found in human cities, though they remain somewhat rare, typically engaged in academic or diplomatic missions. There are whispers of a secretive lineage of elves that dwell in Verra's Underrealm, far from the surface. The Empyrean. The Empyreans are a proud imperialistic race of Pyrian elves. Their society is structured with elite military forces and a highly organized government. Though their numbers do not rival those of the Kaelar humans, they are a formidable force. Their armor, such as their leather stitched with Etherean silk, reflects the craftsmanship and cultural pride of the people. The Empyreans are determined to carve out their place in the world, with their imperial ambitions always in motion. The Pyre. The Pyre are the nature-bound counterparts of the Empyreans, deeply connected to the balance and fury of the natural world. Their architecture blends seamlessly with the surrounding trees and vegetation, reflecting their reverence for nature. Known for their antlers, a unique physical trait amongst them, the Pyre are fierce warriors who rarely show mercy in battle. Whether by bow or spear, they protect their land with a relentless ferocity, believing that nature will always have a way, and in time all things will come to balance. The Tulnar. The Tulnar are a race in Ashes of Creation, formed from the remnants of 4 major races and numerous minor races, left behind on Verra after the apocalypse. Their ancestors fled to the Underrealm to escape the corruption that swept across the surface of Verra. As a result, the Tulnar are a unique blend of humanoid, bestial, and reptilian traits, which players can customize using sliders to shape their character's appearance. This racial diversity is also reflected in their culture, which incorporates a wide range of influences from the various races that merged to form the Tulnar, making their society distinct from the other races of Verra. The name Tulnar translates to the Forgotten, reflecting their isolation. Before the portals reopened, the Tulnar existed as a decentralized tribal society, with rivalries between factions. Despite their fragmented nature, some tribes achieved significant development in the Underrealm, constructing metropolis-scale cities. Although their civilization is primarily tribal, the Tulnar are not confined to the Underrealm. Like other races, Tulnar characters can start their journey at any of the divine gateways across Verra. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider leaving a like or a comment, and if you want to see more videos of my adventures in Verra or follow me as I discover what goes on in the Alpha 2, please subscribe to my channel.